Hello everyone, welcome back to Great Broadway Fans YouTube channel. I'm Luke and today I am bringing you my review for Fox's Grease Live. Yes, Grease Live premiered last night, January 31st, 2016 on Fox at 7 p.m. And I have to tell you, to be perfectly honest, I was very skeptical about this. When I heard that Fox was doing a live musical, I thought, well, they're just copycatting after NBC because they've been doing it now for 3 years. And when I heard they were doing Grease, I honestly was kind of disappointed because personally, myself, I'm not a fan of the movie version of Grease. I don't like it. I find it very corny and outdated. I find the last, I would say, 10 minutes very uh, sexist and degrading and very anti-feminist, which kind of makes my skin crawl a little bit. And I really don't like John Travolta's performance. But I do have to say that this was incredible. Completely blew past all of my expectations about how fantastic this production was. Fox has outdone themselves. NBC, you have got some serious competition now for competing with live musicals. And I really, really hope that Fox continues to do live musicals because they have the Rocky Horror Picture Show remake, but that's not going to be live with an exclamation point. That's going to be a TV movie that'll be pre-recorded that will be brought, I think, around like fall or winter of this year, 2016. But Fox has not announced if they're going to be doing any more live musicals, but I think they should. NBC's announced that they're doing Hairspray. ABC is going to be doing a live remake of Dirty Dancing, and I really, really hope that Fox continues doing live musicals because they would be absolutely great at it because they clearly can, and the ratings actually show it too. In terms of the 4 live musicals that we have now had, The Sound of Music with NBC still is at the top with 18 million, but Fox has actually topped The Wiz Live, which just happened this past December, with 11 million views. Fox had Grease Live with 12 million views. And then, of course, unfortunately, Peter Pan is at the bottom of that list with only 9 million views that they got when they did it back in December of 2014. So I'm not going to ramble on for a long period of time because the last time I did that with my review for The Wiz Live, it ended up being an hour, and I am still really upset about that review went on for so long. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to only touch very briefly on the cast members and elements that I found most incredible. And with the exception, I would say, of one song, with the exception of one song, I thought that everything about it was spectacular. I thought the production design was stunning. The fact that they set it up all over the Warner Brothers lot with the different scenes and the set pieces were so spectacular. I thought William Ivy Long's costumes, 6-time Tony Award winner William Ivy Long, for his costumes, were amazing. I thought he not only recreated the movie so brilliantly, but he also added original elements to some of the characters. And the music, of course, that score is just so good, and it felt very fresh and new and modern. Starting, of course, with Jessie J and her amazing rendition of "Grease is the Word" opening the telecast. I thought that her opening and the incredible finale that happened with "We Go Together" were perfect bookends of this incredible night. So the person I actually want to talk about first is Vanessa Hudgens as Rizzo. I thought, with everything that went on, sadly, in her personal life yesterday, on the day of the telecast, her father sadly passed away from cancer, and she announced that she was going on with the performance to honor his memory. And I just have to applaud her for that. Vanessa, all of the fans, I speak for all of us when we say that we have you in our prayers and we love you. She did an amazing job as Rizzo. I thought she was the one With all due respect to Julianne Hough and Aaron Tveit, which I will talk about in a second, Vanessa Hudgens stole the show as Rizzo. I thought everything about her costume was amazing. The way that she walked, the way that she sounded, both in her speaking parts and in her singing parts, absolutely incredible. Her chemistry with everybody on screen, perfection. Next up, Julianne Hough is Sandy. I mean, she's Julianne Hough. I have been in love with her ever since Dancing with the Stars. I'm glad that she's gone on to do movies, and this is her first big budget musical. I mean, Rock of Ages was not a success. Let's be perfectly honest with that. But this was just amazing. When I heard she was cast as Sandy, I thought, well, she's too old for the part. But once again, she blew past my expectations with the way that they, not only the way that they dressed her, but the way that she acted. And her performance, she didn't come across as like this ingenue, but she came across as a very real, like, humble individual. And then, of course, her transition into Sexy Sandy at the very end of the show was pretty fantastic as well. I just wanted more. I wanted more Julianne Hough, especially that leather costume. Wow. She looked amazing. Aaron Tveit as Danny Zuko. I love Aaron Tveit. I think he's an amazing performer. Next to Normal, everybody seems to love Next to Normal. I've never seen Next to Normal personally. I did get the chance to see him in Wicked as Fiyero. Thought he was amazing. And then, of course, he was Enjolras in the 2012 film adaptation of Les Miserables. And I have to say that his performance of Danny Zuko really, really impressed me because, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of John Travolta, and he did an incredible job. I thought that he definitely played up both sides of the tough T-Bird and then the nice guy that is buried deep down underneath that leather jacket wearing exterior. Also, that hair and his costumes, thumbs up. Great job. I have my notes here, in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. Okay, the next person who really impressed me was Keke Palmer as Marty. She was amazing. She only got one song, which Freddie My Love was cut from the movie, and I'm so glad it was in here. And they turned it into like a USO number, and she's in this beautiful red sequins costume. That was amazing. That quick change was great. Her vocals are amazing, but her acting is the thing that really, really impressed me. And I have to say, shout out to Fox for completely just colorblind casting throughout the whole production. Great job with that, because the movie, let's be perfectly honest, is very white. Carly Rae Jepsen as Frenchie. I thought that with the exception of it wasn't the song All I Need Is an Angel, which was written by Tom Kitt and Brian Yorkey, original song for this telecast. That wasn't the thing that bothered me. It was the vocals that kind of disappointed me, because I've seen Carly Rae Jepsen as Cinderella on Broadway, and she can sing live and can do it very, very well. But I don't know if it was just the vocals were like mixed down too low or the orchestrations were up too high, but her acting was really incredible. For someone who comes from the world of pop music, Carly Rae Jepsen is a great actress, and I thought the part of Frenchie was perfect. I was talking with a friend of mine, and the roles that the top 3 roles that my friend and I would love to see Carly Rae Jepsen do are Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, Sally Bowles in Cabaret, and Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Dreamcast it. Come on, Broadway. Next, Carlos Penavega as Kaniki. I thought he did a great job. I just wish that he had like a big solo. And it's interesting to know that in the stage version of Grease Lightning is actually Kaniki's song. But for the movie version, John Travolta really lobbied and pressed hard to have that one because he was the bigger star, so the studio let him have that song. And so even though Grease Lightning was still performed by Aaron Tveit in Grease Live, Carlos was there, and his acting, I really, really enjoyed it, and his performance was very, very fun to watch. I don't want to go too long, so let me just talk about a couple more like quick shout outs. Jordan Fisher as Duty, he was amazing. His rendition of Those Magic Changes on his guitar was fantastic. I'm going to mispronounce her name. Keither Donahue as Jan. Oh my gosh, scene stealer right there. She was amazing. And her Twinkies and her pigtails were so cute with her character. She was really, really great. David Del Rio as Putsy. Amazing chemistry with Keither as the two of them were paired together. Andrew Call, who plays Sonny, he's Marty's love interest. I thought that he was a little bit like a tough egg to crack, but then of course at the end he gets with Marty, and he was a very he walks around with a toothpick in his mouth, and he's a really, really nice character. I like him. I liked him. Who else? Oh, Anna Gasteyer as the principal, Mrs. McGee. Once again, amazing scene stealer. I've loved her from Saturday Night Live. I grew up watching Saturday Night Live, and I remember her on it, and she was incredible in this. She was absolutely hysterical. Like I said, I thought Jessie J did a great job. Elle McClelmore as Patty Simcox. She was fantastic. I loved her since I saw her in Heathers, and she was spunky and perky and annoying, but lovable and dorky. Fantastic. There is one person I really wanted to... Noah Robbins, who played Eugene. Another scene stealer. So many scene stealers, so many people holding their own in this telecast. Did such a phenomenal job. Boys to Men, I was really impressed with their rendition of Beauty School Dropout. I thought that the staging was great, their vocals were great. DNCE, which is Joe Jonas's band, who performed at the Spring Dance. I thought they did a great job. The only thing I didn't like was their hair. All of their hairstyles were very distracting. The fact that they were not 50s and period. I don't know why, but that was distracting. And the last two people that I want to talk about are Didi Khan, who played Vi. She was the original Frenchie in the movie adaptation. And then, of course, Mario Lopez as Vince Fontaine. I thought he was great. I thought Didi was great. Her little scenes were so good. I thought, like I said, production value was stunning. Camera work was fantastic. And the thing that I really, really enjoyed about it, like added a whole nother layer of amazingness to it, was the live studio audience element. And them clapping and applauding along with the show. Like, absolutely amazing. When I heard that they were doing a live audience, I'm like, how are they going to do it? And they had them on bleachers set up so that they were like watching patrons at the games and the cheerleader tryouts, and it was so, so good. And finally, that humongous finale that occurs at the end of the telecast blew my mind. So as you can tell, overall, I loved Grease Live. I thought it was amazing. Cast was phenomenal. Production values, costumes, everything stunning. 10 out of 10 all the way around. Seriously, NBC, you've got serious competition. So that is my review for Grease Live. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Just to let you know, the cast recording for Grease Live is available to download on iTunes as of today, February 1st. And the DVD copy of Grease Live for home viewing will be available on March 8th. All right, thank you so much for watching. I promise that the next video will be my movie review for the Into the Woods film adaptation. I just wanted to get this one out first because this happened last night and I loved it so, so much. All right, you can follow me on all 4 of my social media websites. I now have 4. I have Twitter, Tumblr, and 2 Instagrams. All the links will be in the video description. Give this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.